I'm the operations manager here at Rockcreation. I've been climbing for about 10 years now. Kind of got into it from some friends who did a lot of climbing and took me out one time. Really enjoyed it, and through that I've progressed from being a newbie to learning a lot over the years. A fair amount of experience on this board. It all just kind of depends on the climbing you're doing, but very basic, you would just need a harness, which is a really important thing, and then there's also rock climbing shoes and ropes as well, and there's some other equipment called the main tie-in loop right here. It's going to go kind of up by your belly button right there out in front. You'll take this strap, pull it around your waist. Then it passes through a buckle right here. You pass it through this end of the buckle, and you're going to pull it tight. When you have it tight, you want it to be tight enough that it's snug on you and it can't slide off the hitch. You can't sag in it, but you don't want it so tight that it's just squeezing the life out of it. Put it through there, and then you'll put it through this other end of the buckle. And then really important third step with the buckle is you always want to pass it back through a third time right there. There's some of the other safety equipment you'll use in climbing. Right here we have what's called the locking carabiner. You can open them up, the gate right here, just by twisting it and pulling it back. And when you let go of it, these are auto-locking, so they'll lock up automatically. It's called ATC. It's a belay device, which belay is just a term for holding the ropes for other climbers. The way these devices work is through friction. They kind of help create a lot of friction in the ropes that make it easy to catch somebody if they fall. You just take the rope and you make a bite through the rope, which is just doing that right there, just kind of pinching it. Then you're going to poke the bite through one of these little holes in the top of the device. You look straight into it like that. It's got these two holes in there. You're going to poke it through the hole that's closest to your body. Once you've done that, you're going to take the carabiner, you're going to clip it onto both the rope and the little keeper strap, this on the ATC. Once you've done that, you're going to clip that into your harness, and then you're set up properly. And you'll notice if you do it correctly, the end of the rope that goes to the ground, the slack end will go to my right hand. The end that goes up to the top of the wall into the climber eventually will be in my left hand, just like that. Reason being, my right hand, the way the device actually works is if the climber ever falls, all I have to do is pull my right hand down by my hip. And that we use for climbing is called a figure 8 follow through. It's pretty easy to tie. For tying it, you'll just make a loop like that. We'll pass the end around it one time and then poke it through the hole like so. Then you'll be left with what looks kind of like an 8 right there. Once you've got that, that's the first step of tying the knot. And the second step is you're going to pull it through your harness. Then you're going to retrace your original knot. So you're going to pass it through the bottom, pull it all the way tight, and you go around the top, back through the center, around the bottom and back through the top again. Then once you've pulled it tight, you'll have the exact same knot basically. There's just 2 strands in there instead of 1. So what I do first is I say on belay to my belayer. Belay's on. Thank you. And then we're going to check out our gear too. I'm going to check him out and I'm going to make sure, like I was saying before, that the carabiner's locked up, which it is, and he's set up properly. And then he's double backed. Then he'll check me out and he's looking for the same thing. He's making sure that I'm double backed. My harness is on right. He's also checking to make sure my knot's tied in correctly and into the right spot, which it is. I'm looking good. So now that our gear is double checked, I'm going to tell him climbing. Then I will start going after he says climb on. As I'm climbing, you'll notice that I'm trying to use my feet as much as possible, not my arms. It's best if you can keep weight over your feet as you climb. Once I get to the top, I'll yell down take.